no bias,
news with no exceptions.
including nothing but the truth.
Good morning, Philippines. I am Justin Lloyd Lazo.
I am Christine Salazar.
And I am Bandoy, and this is Ambassador's News Typhoon Ulysses Special TV coverage.
Typhoon Ulysses, the Philippines' 21st tropical cyclone for 2020, hit Luzon hardest from 11 to 12 of November.
Typhoon Ulysses experienced worst flooding in Cagayan Valley region.
Over 25,000 families in Rizal evacuated due to Ulysses.
3 individuals were killed in Isabela province as Typhoon Ulysses brought severe flooding from the Cagayan Valley region.
Lazo, Camarines Norte placed under state of calamity due to Ulysses floods.
Filipinos were shocked as residents of Cagayan and Isabela saw their homes submerged underwater as Magat Dam released water due to recent Typhoon Ulysses. The flooding, which local government officials considered to be the worst they had experienced, left many with no choices but to run to their roof as they waited to be rescued. Office of Civil Defense Region 2 Acting Director Harold Cabreros said that the flooding brought by Typhoon Ulysses affected 21 municipalities and 1 city in Cagayan, 22 municipalities and 3 cities in Isabela. Cabreros added that the flooding due to Typhoon Ulysses was also reported in 15 municipalities in Nueva Vizcaya, 5 municipalities in Quirino. Further, the Office of Civil Defense said that more than 151,600 families composed of 583,493 individuals were also affected by Typhoon Ulysses in the Cagayan Valley region, leaving more than 2,200 families in evacuation centers. The typhoon likewise left millions of damages in the region's agriculture and infrastructure. Days after the typhoon had passed the Philippines, rescue operations were still ongoing due to the unexpected extent of the flooding. In response to the typhoon's effect, the entire landmass of Luzon was placed under a state of calamity. As of November 24, the Philippines National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council had stated that the typhoon had 92 casualties, including 73 validated deaths and another 19 missings. Continued relief and rescue operations is being done on the area.
Over 25,000 families in Rizal province had to seek temporary shelter after Typhoon Ulysses battered the area this week. A disaster response office said Friday. Luel Malonzo, Chief of the Rizal Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, told CNN Philippines The Source that the province had about 25,000 families in different evacuation centers as the typhoon unleashed heavy rains from November 11 to 12. As of November 12 in the evening, some 7,000 families remained in evacuation centers as others started to go back to their homes after the weather gradually improved, he said. Malonzo added that most of the evacuees were from municipalities of Rodriguez and San Mateo, which were the hardest hit areas in the province. San Mateo Vice Mayor Paeng Diaz also said in an updated report on Friday night that the number of families in evacuation centers in the municipality went down to 1,600 or 7,000 individuals. He added that they are now in the recovery and cleaning phase as they continue to conduct relief operations. Despite the flooding, Diaz also said that a lot of families opted to stay at their houses due to the threat of COVID-19 infection in evacuation centers.
Individuals were killed in Isabela province as Typhoon Ulysses Bangkok brought severe flooding to the Cagayan Valley region when it devastated the country on Wednesday, November 11. The Isabela Provincial Information Office or PIO said on Saturday, November 14, that the casualties died of drowning and 2 residents were still missing. People were reported drowned in Jones, Isabela, and 1 in Benito Solven, while 2 are still missing, 1 in Santo Tomas Town and another in the city of Iligan. Search and rescue operations are still ongoing for the missing persons. Earlier on Saturday, Isabela Province was placed under state of calamity through a resolution approved and adopted by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Such events brought heavy rainfall that caused rapid and extensive flooding in various areas in the province. Countless houses, crops, and farmlands were submerged. Various roads and bridges become impassable, numerous establishments closed. Operations and myriad of Isabeleños have been and are still evacuated from their homes.
The municipality of Labo in Camarines Norte was placed under a state of calamity due to the flooding caused by heavy rains from Typhoon Ulysses last week. At least 3 people died, the local government said on Monday. A total of 5,297 families or 18,968 individuals have evacuated their homes. But 11 barangays have yet to report the number of evacuees in their areas. Totally damaged houses numbered 434 in 29 barangays. Aerial photos shared by the Lago LGU showed many houses and agricultural lands were submerged in flood waters.
And that's the news that we have gathered at this hour.
Stay tuned for more updates.
I'm Christine Salazar.
I am Justin Lloyd Lazo.
And I am Dan David Bandoy. And this is Ambassadors News Typhoon Ulysses Special TV coverage.
Good morning, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Typhoon Banco, also known as Ulysses, struck hard as it hits Manila this November 11. Typhoon Ulysses is the 6th tropical cyclone that hits Philippines this year, 2020.
Banco, the 3rd major typhoon to hit the country in as many weeks. Made landfall over Quezon provinces, Typhoon Banco worsened flooding in a wide area, triggering extensive flooding affected in 8 regions. The news today is accepting donations for the affected areas.
Those who wanted to extend help for the affected kababayan may send their help via GCash 0916-123-4567, and for clothes and other necessities to be donated may be sent directly via Sagit Bank. Address: Building 123, 3rd floor, News Today, Building Mother Ignacia, Street Quezon.
The